The stage is set in Islamabad. High-stakes talks between the United States and Iran are finally underway. A fragile ceasefire in the background, tensions still simmering, and leading the American delegation, J.D. Vance. On the other side, Iranian officials arriving with their own expectations. On paper, this is diplomacy. But if you look closely, this isn't just about what's being said inside the room. It's about what's being signaled outside it. Because one man, more than anyone else, seems to be controlling the frame. Asim Munir. Now here's where it gets interesting. When Munir receives the Iranian delegation, he's seen in ceremonial combat attire. But when he meets the American side, led by J.D. Vance, he's in a formal suit. At first glance, it may seem like a minor detail. But in diplomacy, optics are rarely accidental. Because what this appears to signal is two different postures at once. To the United States, a composed, diplomatic, state-facing Pakistan. To Iran, a country that understands the language of military pressure and isn't distant from it. One setting, one host, but two very different visual messages. And that's where this stops being about clothing and starts becoming about strategy. But there's a deeper layer here. Look at who's front and center. Not the Prime Minister, not the Foreign Minister. It's the Army Chief. That in itself tells a story. Because in Pakistan's history, moments like this often point to a familiar pattern, where the military isn't just a stakeholder, but the center of gravity. It echoes phases seen during leaders like Pervez Musharraf, when the line between civilian government and military authority blurred. And today, in the middle of a global geopolitical crisis, Pakistan seems to be doing something very deliberate, positioning itself not just as a host, but as a power broker, balancing between Washington and Tehran, projecting diplomacy on one side and strategic strength on the other. So what looks like a small visual detail is actually a window into something much bigger. Because sometimes in geopolitics, the real message isn't spoken across the table. It's sent before the meeting even begins.